65, how drunk are you?
Like 1.
When did you
You're not
start
trying hard
consuming
enough.
beverages?
Like 6:30.
That's not giving you very long, is it?
I got my captains.
Is that the one that you left somewhere that time?
Yes.
So it's not a new bottle. It's the same bottle you had back in like episode 7.
Yeah, it's that one.
I don't believe you, but we'll let you roll with it anyway.
I've got a liter of it in the kitchen. This is just my backup that I keep in my bedroom.
That's your
Like
bedroom
awkward
bottle.
people.
You need a
Yeah.
bedroom bottle and a living room bottle.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Right, well, we've got some new faces today, so we're going to make them feel awkward and say hello. First,
Hello.
let's start from the right of my screen. I don't know what order people are in on your screen. But, Kyle, you look to be first.
I should close my door. Hang on.
It's like the Pokemon ran away.
Yeah.
I'm like running away fast. Run away now.
Hello.
Well, introduce yourself. What do you do? Who
Hi
are
guys,
you?
hi. My name is Kyle. I am new to this subsystem. I own another podcast online. You can check out at popcornmediatv.com, and I am really excited to sort of start talking about gaming stuff and nerdy stuff and Power Ranger stuff, and yeah, that's pretty much me, basically, in a nutshell.
Well, wherever there's Power Rangers talk, you can guarantee that there's a chump present, so, you know.
Yes.
Oh my god. I'm assuming Chut and I are both going to the premiere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, bloody hell.
It's a good while away, though, isn't it? Is it this year? Next year?
Next
Next
year.
year. March 24th, 2017.
Yes.
I memorized that date.
That's very, I was going to say, fair enough. That answers that question. A second new face that we've not seen before, Isabella, is your actual
Hi.
name. But how do you go by? What do you do?
Pedophile or pud.
Part of
So I
our-
hate Isabella usually, so if we can avoid that one, that would be great. So yeah, pedophile is my name. Been part of groups for a while, a few years, but haven't done one of these or a podcast in ages, so I'm a little bit bit out of it.
That's fine. We'll welcome you back in slowly.
Yeah. Get back into it, yeah, definitely.
Definitely. And we are waiting for a third new person in Kira. She will be here in a second. It's her that's making things behind me beep, telling me that she will be a second.
Well,
So
that was
Chun-
me actually telling her to wear pants because we're live.
Right, okay.
Pants are optional. Pants are always optional.
I'm not wearing any pants.
Anybody would think that it was summertime. So, Lauren, I'll pick on you. How have you been? Have you stopped drinking since I last spoke to you?
No, I've just been perpetually drinking, which is just my everyday thing. No, I've been good. I've been working. I've become a mother recently. Thank you.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. It's been rough, being a single mother. Yeah,
You picked-
life
How did
is
that happen?
hard. How did that? I know, right? Well, the weird thing is they're furry babies as well. No, rats. Yes, beautiful. Beautiful
Right.
children, yeah.
They're so cute.
So you had intercourse with rats and
No, Jamie. I had intercourse with rat. Just one. It only takes one.
which rat?
I don't want to name names. You know.
Don't kiss and
The one
tell.
that's filing for the restraining order.
Yeah, that one. But we're not allowed to talk about that. It's still, you know.
We'll leave that be then. Chun, how have you been, young man?
Smashing. In fact, as usual, just playing some 3DS mostly. I'm liking it, enjoying it thoroughly. Playing some Pokemans, like the rest of the world.
Yeah, the whole world seems to be pretty transfixed with Pokemon at the moment, and it's brilliant. That's a
Yeah.
great thing for me. So
Indeed.
good work. How's the 3DS going? You happy you finally got one back in your life? You've been talking about it for months. It feels
I
like.
know. Well, I finally convinced myself. I sold a couple of pieces of my collection. I still haven't got everything out yet, but I sold some of it just to offset some of the costs, so I didn't feel so naughty about it. But yeah, it's good. It's one of the new 3DS models, so it runs a lot better, and it has a little nub. I wanted one with a nub, so I got one.
Careful.
Yeah. I like my nubs. But otherwise, it's good. Yeah.
Very, very close to other words.
Ah, that scared me. It went black.
Who? What?
My screen went black and I got
Are we
scared.
still? I was
Right?
going to say, are we still talking about nubs? Because that's pretty strange.
You know me, I like to stay away from my knobs. Yeah.
Yes. Mm.
You prefer your rats, right?
Mm-hmm. Evidently so.
Good work.
Goodness gracious.
Right. Well, we'll let Kira introduce herself when she gets here. So we'll talk about some video game stuff. So we'll start with Pokemon Go since everybody's playing it, / the whole world's playing it. Well, the UK, the US, and the here is playing it. And as I said that, and I start breaking into a topic, she comes now.
Wish Kira just comes in. Yay! Great having Kira.
Do you have pants on? The important question.
Is her camera frozen, or is she actually pulling that face? Is the real question.
I don't know, but I'm impressed either way. Wow. You can blink now.
Yeah, I'm starting to get quite concerned. Like she's just in stop motion or something.
Should we call someone?
To go check on her, she's been frozen by
Someone poke her.
Lauren, that episode of The Mighty Boosh where they have the hairspray that freezes the orange in place.
Oh my god, yeah. From the tears of
yeah.
Yeah, good
I
times.
watched that episode last night, and that's what I thought was just
She's
happening.
moving.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my
she's
gosh, we have life.
Kira, you'd frozen for a while.
Let it go. Sorry.
Let it go. Oh, there it goes.
She's frozen again. She appears to be quite freezy.
Quite
We
freezing.
can attack everyone. Anytime anyone says frozen, can we just start singing a bar from Let It Go?
Oh
No,
no.
that will result in instant dismissal.
Insta
Right. Sorry, I'm really gay. That's what I should mention.
Really?
Just to
I was
justify
born and
that,
bred on-
I'm just gay.
It was a tough life.
That also though.
So back to Pokemon Go, because I don't think Kira's mic's working properly.
Yeah.
And now Lauren's sending strange comments. This is confusing me. Stop making me not look at what I'm doing. So
I'll
Pokemon Go.
stop sending nudes. I'm sorry.
Shunt. That is
Yeah.
us.
Pokemon Go. Right, where do I start? Well, I'll start by saying I'm a 30-year-old man that got into a car with two other hairy 30-year-old men and went driving around town looking for Pokemon spots, as you do on a Friday night. Instead of going to the clubs and trying to see what might ail me, feminine or otherwise, I went looking for imaginary creatures. And it was fun, I'll say that much. Good times driving around, dodging cars, trying to keep an eye on the road. Don't Pokemon Go and drive, kids, just saying. And we found this one strip of road around a park in South Rocky, and there's like 5 Pokestops all in one street. So
Are they all like the scenes of murders?
well, pretty much. They may as well be. I mean, since it's launched, everybody is going there. I posted a picture of it to my Facebook earlier this week about someone said, "Oh, look, this is what the fun park looks like tonight," and it's just like cars lined up either side of the street, and people walking about, hanging out, big groups and stuff. And you look at the actual screenshot of their Pokemon Go app, and it's like sparkles and shit everywhere. So it's pretty cool. Like everybody in Rockhampton's getting into it so far. Like I come home in the afternoon, I sit just chill with the door open for a while, and I just walk. I just see people walking up down my street that I haven't seen since I moved here, and they've all got their phone out looking at it, up and down. So it's good. Like I caught a Ghastly and a Scyther on the way to EB Games this afternoon to pick up my 3DS case. So that it is what it is. I mean, I'm not getting a spastic over it. It's fun, but I have a full-time job. I can't commit to Pokemon Go as well. So
I can barely commit to this,
Priorities.
let alone Pokemon Go. Has anyone
Yeah,
been to a train station or anywhere in Sydney in the last sort of couple of days, or just anywhere really? Have you walked down a street in Sydney?
I haven't walked down the street in Sydney, but I've walked down the street of my local city and seen how many Pokestops are there, and it's just been sort of oh my god, this is actually happening, and this is actually amazing. I'm like a 22-year-old man playing Pokemon. This is really not going to ever go on any red flags, is it?
Someone literally nearly directly walked into me the other day, which was quite concerning.
Well, no, isn't everyone just walking into everyone? It's not really a new thing. It's probably happened before Pokemon Go.
Yeah, but I think the fact that it's because of it, it kind of stems that anger. You don't get angry about it. You kind of oh, you're just playing Pokemon too. That's fine.
Just slap their phone out of their hand.
So, Kira,
That'll end well.
Kira, can you hear us now? Can you hear what we're saying? Do you have words? We can't hear you.
You can't
We cannot hear you at all.
Do you know sign language?
I'm just trying to read them. She's saying, okay, 1 second. I think that's where it got to.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Oh.
anyone
It's
else?
actually something completely different. Let's say
Is it
guess
what?
the Kira close. Oh.
So does anybody else have anything to add re Pokemon Go?
I
physically
got lost in my neighbor's bush.
Oh. I was
Yeah.
Oh, we could go a lot of places with that. Please rephrase this.
I got lost in my neighbor's bush. There's nothing else to it. I was trying to catch a Pokemon.
Good
What was
times.
It was I think it was 10 o'clock at night after dinner, and my family was like, "What are you doing?" As I exited the room and said, "I'll be back. I'm going to catch Pokemon." Walked outside, wandered down the street, then walked up their driveway, and then figured out it was in their bushes. I just felt really creepy, especially when their sensor light came on. Get this done and go home.
It'd have been better if they actually came out and was like, "What are you doing?" And then you had the legit. Yeah, that would have literally been the excuse to give. I'm
And
catching
they'd been
Pokemon.
like, "All right, carry on. Do you want to come in for some tea?" And I'll say, "No, thank you. There's another Pokemon over there. Goodbye."
And then they'll tell you, "But there's one in their kitchen."
And then I'll go in there, and you'll never see me again.
Yeah, it's like this. The
There's
scene
a
of
muck in your
horror
toilet.
movie.
Let me in.
Right, I'll let Kira talk about
Well,
Pokemon Go when she gets
Wasn't the
back.
whole wasn't the whole Pokemon the girl who saw the body in the US? I believe that was actually all faked.
Really?
It seemed to happen a bit
Probably.
conveniently quickly, didn't it? Like it
Yeah, too
wasn't.
convenient.
No, I
That's
was
a good
watching
story,
Franco
though.
today on YouTube, and I was like, and he was pretty much saying that there are a couple of reports now coming out that said that the whole thing was a complete hoax, and I was like, really? But yeah, no, I can see your point. It came out really quickly, and I was like, ooh.
Please. Next, you'll be telling me that Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster aren't real. Come on.
But Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster are true.
They are, just like Santa and the Easter Bunny and...
Santa and the Easter Bunny are true.
They're all about real.
Morse code sand dunes on Mars.
But sand dunes on Mars exist. Okay.
Well, I'll tell you one other thing about Pokemon Go that I really like. I've joined a group. It's like an hour before someone created it on Facebook. It's a Pokemon Go Rockhampton group, and I was invited into it. And everybody's posting on there all the hotspots, where all the Pokestops are, and where all the best, where all the Pokemon can be found that they've found anyway. I went for a walk around my area here, 2 corners away. There's a gym and 2 Pokestops. So I went for a walk and just hit them all, and I eventually got a lure at one of those lure ore things, and there was a park bench, so I said, okay, I'll have a little break, and sat down right next to one of the stops and dropped a lure. And so I took a screenshot of where I was and put it up in the group, and I said, look, I've dropped a lure here if anyone's interested to take advantage of it, kind of thing. And then within 10 minutes, there was 5 cars converged on my location. So it was
This
just
is
bizarre.
real.
No one was around.
I thought it was bad down
I
here.
was the
but
only
that's
one in the
fucking
park.
mental.
Yeah, I was the only one in the park, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Is there nothing else to do up there?
Half an hour. Oh,
Yeah,
Is that a
was
rhetorical
that was a
question?
bit of a burn. That one. It slipped under the radar, but she definitely dropped a burn.
Man, I wouldn't even try and stop you from saying that. It's so true, it's not funny.
Nah, man. Let's start a crowdfunding thing. Get Chuck to Sydney.
Yes.
I tried this 2 years ago and it's still
You
not
don't even
working.
know why you're not here.
Well, life, circumstances, money.
Yeah, you suck.
Real.
Kira's returned with different
Oh,
info.
suck me! There, righto. Yep, go on.
Do they work? They don't work.
No. Have you been in your settings? Have you tried turning it off and on again? Is my question.
Yeah, the settings icon
Are you,
will let you choose
wait, are you
which
on a Mac or a PC? Which one are you on? Are you on a Mac or a PC?
Mac.
Okay, have you gone through... Okay, this is going to sound stupid because you probably have already done this, but I'm just going to see if you have or haven't. Have you gone through your mic settings? Have you gone through your audio settings on your computer? On System Preferences? You have? And is it working there? It is? Oh, it is?
Did you change it in Google Hangouts?
Basically,
So
have
need
you
to
turned off
change
your
it.
computer and restarted it back on? I'm getting nothing.
Have you muted yourself in the Google chat window?
The chat window has settings and you just need to select your microphone. It'll have several options. If that doesn't work, you're just going to have to be a mute. We just watch you mime things and try and figure out what you're saying.
Wait, I should ask, is this a video or an audio podcast?
Both.
It's video. We can see you in all of your
I
beauty.
look terrible.
It's pixelated. Right.
Hang on, pull that hood down a little bit further. No, not that way.
And she's
Oh,
good.
that
That's
way.
backwards.
I'm Kenny.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna die in the next South Park episode, and then the next one after that, then the next one after that, and then the next one, and the next one, and the next one's after that.
And it all turns out that it's just because Cthulhu cursed me as a baby.
Yeah.
Right, away from sort of Pokemon Go, the other thing that I wanted to talk about now that does settle around E3, Chunt, me and you have talked about this a little bit, but I'd be keen to see what other people have thought. That we've had time to go back and reassess information that's arrived because of it. And I want to see what people are looking forward to most. Chunt, I'll start with you. Because I know what yours is.
What am I looking forward to?
You get
What do
like
you really?
one thing to talk about. What is the biggest thing you're looking forward to?
Yeah. Gears of War 4, Mother Fluzzers. Oh my god. Give it to me now. Stick it to my veins. I need it and all of its goodness. He's the spawn of Marcus Phoenix, and that makes it alright with me.
So the last time I spoke to you about this was the night before E3 happened, and we were talking about loads of stuff that was like, will we see this? Can we see this? Won't we see this? Did it live up to the expectation you had of the night before E3?
The on-stage demo we got. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Look, everything I see is fantastic, and I need it. So far, they have not disappointed me, and as far as I'm concerned, it's going to be my game of the year. Hopefully, when I actually put hand to controller with the game, I'm not disappointed at that stage, because that would break my cold, sad heart. But
And this happened to you last year with Halo as well. You got all hyped up, and then you were miserably let down.
You have to open that wound, don't you? Jeez.
Stab me again, Microsoft. Stab me again.
Just be gentle this time.
Awesome. To the right.
Flower.
Pud. It's going to sound weird when I say your name in my English accent.
Pud.
What are you most looking forward to that you've seen from E3?
Honestly, I haven't kept up with things recently. I am very excited for any Assassin's Creed game, even though they keep breaking my heart, but I feel like the next one, next year I believe, is going to be one that brings back the old games.
Yeah, you still got some Assassin's Creed at E3. I mean, they sat and talked about Michael Fassbender for about 20 minutes during Ubisoft's 2-hour thing. It went for 2 hours. Their whole press conference. We were dramatically unimpressed. After about an hour, you kind of like, Ubisoft, are you still going? And then after 2 hours, you're like, fuck, this isn't going to finish. And they spent 20 minutes talking about the Assassin's Creed movie. So hopefully that's good. Got every faith in Fassbender. I don't know about Ubisoft making it, but
Is it?
They're pretty shitty with the games
Can you hear
recently
me now?
anyway, so...
Yes, she has a voice.
Yay!
It doesn't go to your face
Hello,
though, but I see
sorry.
a genius solution.
What was the ingenious solution?
Nope, her face is still there.
I'm using my phone for audio, and this for video.
That is strange, but it works. So even though your face isn't going to come up when you're talking, but we can still see it, I'm going to go back a little bit. We'll pause till we get to Lauren. Pokemon Go, you need to have your say about that because you've been talking about it since yesterday.
Okay. So, Pokemon Go, I have a lot of feelings about it.
Feelings.
And she's gone.
So many feelings, she can't even comprehend them. She's like, no, I'm out. Done.
It's not fair. Lauren,
Talk about a
E3.
Hey, what's up? Forza Horizon. I'm so excited.
Is that because it's set here?
Yes,
No, it's because I love. Yes, boom.
Yes.
Yeah, harder. Yeah, no, I nub me. Anyway, yes, I love the Forza games. They're great. Horizon, even better. Woohoo! But the fact that it's set in Australia is so exciting. But then everyone was whinging that it wasn't to scale. But well, that was terrifying. Good angle, mate.
Okay, so
There's 3 people.
I'm back 3 times now.
I don't know what version 1 and 2 of you are doing. You're sandwiched between your own face.
Like, has anyone seen Being John Malkovich? Because that's exactly what's happening right now.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
You can have your say
Okay,
on Pokemon
so
Go
I've
now.
left one of the calls. Okay, so I have a lot of feelings about Pokemon Go. I'm a massive Pokemon fan. I've been watching it since forever. My next tattoo is going to be of Pokemon. I love it that much. Charmander, best Pokemon.
Starter Pokemon. The same.
But as a game itself, it's not very good. Like, I'm sure people will shoot me for thinking this, and I'm sure that people 100% disagree with me. But if you take away the nostalgia factor, and if you take away the whole idea of, if you take away the Pokemon from it, it's not a good game, really.
I agree with you wholeheartedly.
I would play it.
I was getting off the train and I hated it.
Like, even I played Ingress when it was first announced that Niantic would be doing Pokemon Go, and that's a better game than Pokemon Go is as a game. They have a lot better, like, there were massive problems with the introduction of the game. Nobody knew what to do. I'm still kind of iffy as to if this is actually what we're meant to be doing or if it's something else. Because there's no instructions in the game. In Ingress, there's an actual, like, reason to do what you're doing. In this one, it's very much your Team Red. Go be Team Red, go be the best, go be best. Valor is the best team. That's the only reason you're doing it. In their other game, you have a reason to go and collect things. This one, as a game itself, I don't think it's good. But it's got the Pokemon factor, so I'll still keep playing it.
Can I make a reply back to that, actually?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just wondering, because of your Pokemon, is that you are a character that basically goes out, you have no idea really what you're doing. Well, this is based on a television show. Is that in the television show you had a character who really sort of had got this Pokemon, and he really didn't know what he was really doing with it. He knew he had a goal, like we all do, but he didn't really know where to go and what to do. Is this not just a sort of a sort of augmented reality version of what the television show character was like?
I think with that one is with that Pokemon, with the Pokemon show, that he actually had a cement goal. Like, Ash wanted to get to the Elite Four. He wanted to, be the very best, as they say. But here, it's very much just go be a gym leader because.
Also, I feel like there's not as much attachment to your Pokemon.
Because we need to
Sorry to cut you
point.
off.
Yeah, exactly. And like even
you kinda
the
lose it, yeah.
starter Pokemon. I caught the third starter Pokemon today, and the fact that you can catch the starter Pokemon, but they don't mean anything. Like my first starter Pokemon, my first Charmander was weak. It's probably one of my weakest Pokemon, but and the only way to level it up is by catching like 30 other
Duplicates of himself.
So yeah, a lot of problem. I'm saying. Yeah.
I think that it's very much the same. I was getting off the train earlier and I was like, this is actually already starting to lose its nostalgia factor a little bit. It's a bit boring because those reasons. I agree 100%. You have no sentimental connection to them.
Well,
They just did it for money.
Yeah, Pokemon themselves have said that they're listening to the fans and that they are going to try and basically improve on the game. That is, they said that they were going to have trading now, which was going to be in the same area of where you can take Pokemon back to the professor guy. And yeah, I'm just saying, like, Rome wasn't built in a day, and I really like the game, but I totally understand.
I mean, I love the game too, and there's definitely going to be improvement. Yeah, I'm not going to stop playing the game because it's a bad game. I'm going to keep playing it, but I still think it's a bad game. That's what I'm thinking anyway.
Game. Like, I think a lot of people are just still playing.
As a game goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's flawed. It's a flawed experience as a game goes. Does anybody have any final sentiments on Pokemon? Because we keep going to and from it.
Be careful.
It's a really good idea. They just need to put it on a platform where it's going to work. Like a phone is just, it's not built to run that shit, you know? Like
Yeah,
they could do it on a DS. Again, not everyone has a DS, but they only did it really for the money and for the popularity. Like apparently their shares went up by 10% since they did it, you know?
Yeah.
It's more so just a big masses thing rather than a game or an appreciation kind of thing.
That's something I was discussing with people actually, is what, if it's a game, which it is, everyone's saying it's a game, what kind of game is it? Is it like, it's not a fitness app, it's not a fitness game, it's not a role-playing game really. What kind, like, how do you define this other than an experience? How do you define this as a game rather than an experience?
I was actually going to...
Why do we have to overcomplicate it?
Well, no, I was going to answer the question and say I actually disagree with you. I think it is totally an MMO because of the way in which you're connecting with other people.
Did you guys play Poker MMO though when it was on like PC? That was fun. That was much better.
Yeah,
but
that
it wasn't
was
like walking
built
around
actually in
with
an engine,
people.
wasn't it? That was built in
Yeah,
a,
that was
like,
really
one of the
fun.
engines.
Like I wish that Nintendo, because it was kind of fan based, I wish that Nintendo would do something like that. It'd be so cool.
Do you guys
And just
like...
everyone playing.
Sorry, Isabella.
No, so I'm lagging, so I can't tell when I'm cutting out someone. Sorry.
That's alright. Sorry. I'm not... What is your nickname again? Sorry, I've completely forgotten.
Pedophile.
Awesome.
Pedophile.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Sorry, Plod. What I was gonna say was, do you guys like the idea of how it's a little bit like Pokemon's kind of got into like the realistic age and it's become like more of a real time game rather than just playing it like Chantwood on like a DS or something? Like, isn't that not just feels just a lot more immersive and cool? And it does actually make you like remember the game a lot more than just if you were just playing it on the DS.
It feels those things, but it definitely doesn't feel as rewarding. And it's quite boring after a while. Like having to think, oh shit, I need to get my phone out of my pocket to see what's around here.
Yeah.
It's
more
intrusive.
See, that's why I'm looking forward to the hardware though, because that's the whole like you won't have to be on your phone 24/7. But
Yeah,
they're definitely
that
gonna have to. They're gonna have to fix a lot of things for it to work properly, I think.
I think the game, although, is really, really, really a great start to what is probably going to be a fantastic, fantastic addition to what is the Pokemon franchise. That's just what I think. That's just what I think.
I've got to say though, I haven't seen people go outside in droves like this in a long time. So is that positive as well as getting people out of the house and active? I mean, I think that's something to be championed as far as what it's accomplished. Just all of a sudden, the whole world's like, "Fuck yeah, I'm going outside."
Like I've actually been. Usually when I get home, I'm like, yeah, cool, whatever. I'm home now. Let's play some video games. But I've actually been
Yeah,
like, hey,
exactly.
you know what? There's a gym nearby. I'm gonna go battle it. Oh, hey, look, there's an EV somewhere in my suburb. I need it, kind of thing. It's getting me out of the house. It's getting
Mm.
all my friends out of the house. Like you heard about the PokeGo walk that went on in Sydney recently.
Yeah, totally.
Which got
Yeah, that was
worldwide attention.
massive.
Oh, they've done their
Like,
job. They've done their job wholeheartedly. But I agree with you that it's not currently. I wouldn't currently consider it a game. I wouldn't consider it a
Yeah.
video game. I'd consider it a smartphone app, which is what it is. It's something to pass the time while you're out and about. But the fact that it is making people go out and about is awesome. It is to be championed. Like, I agree, Chump, 100%.
What would they need?
Moving
Sorry, I
away
was going
from
to ask you one last question. What would it have to do to make you think it is an actual game rather than a smartphone app? What would have to be added to it?
Have a
Combat and
purpose.
trading.
trading and PvP battles, I
And
think.
stop making us level things by catching infinite versions of it.
Yeah.
A little bit of story, as in just going through the quest, so to say.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And maybe
I
do
get
it with
that.
friends. Co-op Pokemon. That'd be fucking sick. I would play the shit out of that. That'd be sick.
It'd be super fun.
So what we want from the new Pokemon Go updates: PvP, trading, quests.
Sounds like
So
a
we
pretty
want-
good hit.
we want
Pretty good.
Pokemon. What we want.
Yeah.
Yeah, and eventually,
This is my
the
10-year-old.
generations.
My 10-year-old Kira is so happy that I live in a world where we are playing Pokemon on our phones.
But that's the thing. The whole thing is just nostalgia.
Exactly.
Circle.
And I
Exactly.
mean,
Why
like,
wouldn't you want it to be the game that you'd always played as a child and imagined was real? It's got the capabilities to be made realer than what they've done now. So I'm excited to see where they go with it.
I just don't like the 3D
Yeah,
models. They're too soft.
Yeah.
They're more aggressive in the original ones. You know, the 2D ones where they look fucking sick, and now they're just kind of a bit spherical and weird. I can't get into it as much. It sounds dumb, but yeah.
No, it's true. You walk up to, you see like an Ekans or something, and you think,
And they're
"Shit,
not
that's a
scary.
snake." Yeah, it's not scary. Well, we'll keep a close eye on what happens with the updates. They say they're working on them. Let's give them a chance. But I would like to see some additions, as it sounds like we all would.
Yes.
Now, Kira, as
I
you
would
were
also
dropping
like
in
better surveys. Not
Better-
surveys. Better servers. There we go.
servers, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
would help.
survey. Oh, no, great.
I would appreciate no surveys, thank you.
So as you were dropping in and out, Kira, we were talking about E3, and obviously there was lots of things happen there. We'd sat for, well, it's been a good few weeks now, so the aftermaths happened, and after all the hypes kind of started to disappear, what were you most looking forward to coming out of it?
I've been burnt by hype before, so I'm very wary of like E3 and conventions and stuff where you go in and then they promise the world and they never deliver. But
Can I ask a quick question?
yeah.
Was it Watch Dogs?
No, I never actually got into Watch Dogs, thank God.
Oh, you lucky soul.
I know. Because I remember going back to Watch Dogs. I remember watching the trailer and thinking, oh, that looks really cool, and I never picked it up. Thank God.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've been burnt before, so I'm very watchful of what I hype up. But I am also the biggest Mass Effect fan as well. Not the biggest, but I'm a very big Mass Effect fan, so I'm looking
Right.
forward to that. Yeah. I'm trying to avoid the hype, but it's hype. You can't really
I've got
avoid
some
it.
concerns for it.
Oh yeah, definitely. So many
Like-
concerns.
They've been developing it for so long. Did you see the leaked footage that came out? I know it was only like pre-alpha footage, and like they were using character models and things from previous games, but it looked janky as hell. But we've got to give them a chance to actually get their product out, but you can't prejudge. But yeah, I'm happy it's coming next year now. There's no way it's making March or whenever it was
Yeah.
supposed to come. No way. We'd have seen more of it if that was the case.
That's actually a trend that I'm really appreciating lately, is that games have been pushing back. Instead of trying to aim for the release that they promised, they're saying, no, we can't do it in time, we're going to wait. And as annoying as that is, particularly if you've been looking forward to a game, it's so much better than getting a broken game. I would much rather wait a year than get it when it comes out and have it be shit.
Yeah, totally. Cool. Lauren, we were just about to jump to you, but then you had someone slot right in the middle of you.
Oh, love it.
What are you most looking forward to?
As said earlier, Forza Horizon.
Forza Horizon 3.
Oh, that's right. We're talking to you about it.
That's right, yeah.
So Forza Horizon 3, set in Australia. That's not the reason that you're excited for it. You just love Forza Horizon.
I love Forza Horizon. I am
Australia.
my weakness. Yeah, Australia, motherfucker. My gaming weakness, I would say, aside from everything, is racing games. But I like Forza because it's not so much about racing as it is about, aside from the fact that it's entirely about racing. I like open world games. It's just exciting to me. And yeah, Australia, mate. Fuck. It'll be great.
Man.
But sad they don't have Western Sydney in there, but I understand why, because your wheels would get popped by syringes every 5 seconds.
It's all in Queensland, isn't it?
Yeah, Queensland as well. Pretty much the whole of Australia, really. Yeah.
Australia.
Well, I hope you enjoy it. It's definitely not on my radar as a.
The question is, will they have Nosy playing throughout the entire game? Because if they don't, I'll be.
And it will just be what about me the entire game.
Shannon, no, yeah.
Or what about me? Or drive.
Let's drive.
Oh, and Midnight Oil. Oh my gosh.
Fuck yeah, Peter Garrett.
Yeah, if the main character isn't like Peter Garrett.
Or Russell Crowe. Or is he from New Zealand?
Strange, tall, bald man.
Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe's definitely from New Zealand. We adopted him until he threw a phone at that woman.
Okay, it's close enough.
But does that mean that he's going to be in it irrespective? Adopted or not, he still lives here, right?
Yeah, but
He sounds like us.
yeah.
Cool. Kyle, what did you most anticipate coming out of the E3 cooldown?
In my quest to have diversity content, I also have to agree with Lauren and say I actually cannot physically control myself to not want to play Mass Effect Andromeda. I think it looks amazing and cool. It wasn't you, was it?
It wasn't.
That was me.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. I'm taking your answer then. Whatever.
All girls are the same to you, though, right?
I'm sorry. You said Mass Effect. I feel terrible now.
Not a piece of meat. Oh my god.
Continue. Please continue.
No, whoever said it is fine, but I'm just going to agree with you and say that it looks like a really good game. And I also, with Ubisoft, we talked about this on our own podcast, and I said I was cautiously optimistic, given the fact that the first trailer was absolutely fucking terrible, that maybe when the movie does come out in December, January, that it will be a lot better, even though we got some updates through E3. But it was really annoying that they kind of focused on the E3 movie. The Assassin's Creed movie. I'm tired. I've been out all day. Assassin's Creed movie, rather than sort of an Assassin's Creed game, which is kind of what E3 is basically about.
Yeah, the whole Ubisoft conference as a whole, as I said earlier, it was pretty much a big letdown. Like, the games were awesome.
Oh my god, Michael Fassbender is here! Everyone start screaming! Yeah,
it was a bit of a too much of a showcase. I'd have rather, because everybody else kept the pace of the games come in, but they kept stop start, which does lead nicely into mine, because my most anticipated game is an Ubisoft game as well, but it's definitely South Park: The Fractured But Whole.
Oh yeah.
That'd be pretty cool
Everybody
too.
loves a bit of butthole.
Well, the stick of truth, as talking of games that were delayed and looking pretty dire, it was fantastic. So
That was a great game.
You know, how can this one not be just as good? They're using their own material. Matt and Trey are so involved with it again, so everybody's going to win on that.
Matt and Trey have just made every single right move in their career. I don't know what, but like even though they may have created the most like offensive stuff, they have just created the most like greatest career for themselves. And it's just like, how in the hell did you do that?
They took a lot of drugs, apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently that helps.
Clearly the
Helps
best is
considerably.
drug use.
Yeah,
They worked
drugs
really hard.
influence creativity, and they worked hard. That was a better answer. That's what I should have said.
That's a hard.
My
You gotta
cousin,
work hard to afford the drugs.
my cousin's boyfriend and I were talking about this on the weekend. Actually, do you know if someone does weed who's creative, you know they actually become they become psychotic and they have psychosis, or they start to inhibit the symptoms of psychosis, and that if someone is not creative, they become creative through the initiation of weed, shall we say? Did you guys know that? I didn't. I thought that was interesting.
It is
Maybe
interesting.
just people are insane.
Maybe everybody's.
Great little fun fact.
I have no words.
Yeah, I feel a little bit the same. I don't know how to react to such philosophy after a day's work.
Smoke weed every day.
So, last topic and thing to talk about, as we always do finish with, is what we've been playing in terms of video games. Now, Pokemon Go is not allowed. If anybody else mentions that, I'm booting you straight from the conversation. We've talked about it Pokemon evening. Anything else? And we will go back to you, Chunt.
I have been playing this. And Pokemon Blue, man. Go on Gen 1 old school, represent Mother Slothers. Yeah.
Because you're old enough to remember it.
Yeah, respect.
Well, to be fair, yeah, I am as well. I was of a moving age when I was when Pokemon Blue, Red, and Yellow came out.
When I picked that up, I got Alpha Sapphire and Zelda Hyrule Warriors as well. And I put on Alpha Sapphire for a good 10 minutes, and last night with getting that Pichu off you, I haven't even touched Hyrule Warriors yet. I've just been smashing Blue because I want to get through it and get my crew back.
Did you find it pretty difficult going from Alpha Sapphire back to Blue? Because it looks so much better nowadays.
God, man, it's a slog, hey. Like, I'm just sitting there going, fuck me sideways. Like,
And you don't have running boots. You can't run.
You got to find a bike. I haven't got the bike yet. I just spanked Misty and destroyed her.
Yeah, but you fucked the Mew glitch. You fanny.
Yeah, I did. I fucked the Mew glitch. I did. But hey, whatever, man. I'll settle for Mewtwo. That's fine. But yeah, I don't know. It's good, man. It's a good trip down nostalgia lane. And I'll just use Pokebank, whatever it is, Pokemon Bank, to carry him over to my Alpha Sapphire. Screw all those other weird Pokemon that I have no affiliation with anything past Gen 1, so I'm just going to take my original Pokemon through all these games, which is kind of makes it redundant playing the games because you're supposed to enjoy and catch new Pokemon.
Did you play Sapphire or Ruby when it first came out, or while it was actually out as a Game Boy Advance game?
No,
okay.
No. I played then. Blue, and that was pretty much it, and then I played X. So
I can't believe you went. That's such a weird jump. To go from Blue, to go from just literally Blue to X and jump back in. Like, I've played every single iteration, and watching the growth of the series is phenomenal.
This is a question for anyone. Did any of you, when you played Pokemon, have the big, well, not the big, but like the very thick kind of Pokemon guide that you could buy from like EB Games? Do you guys remember those?
Yeah,
I do remember them for the originals. Yeah,
100-page, like basically, I don't know what mine is, but like 100-page book where it would tell you literally everything about the game.
Yeah, I do remember seeing them because I remember the artwork on the front being like a cut down of the red and blue.
I remember back in.
We could still hear you.
I remember back in the day, before the internet was a big thing for me in my life. And I got my first official, like, unofficial Pokemon guide from the newsagents for like $14, and I carried that thing everywhere.
Yeah, it's
like,
they're good things to refer to. No, well, even going forward, like the internet did change a lot of stuff with that. When you think about all of the guides and things that you'd ever use are now just online, so you've got such easy access to them. I've used guides for Pokemon before. I've been using one for Ocarina of Time, playing through that again because I don't want to miss the gold Skulltulas, and it's like make sure you use it for it. So they definitely got a value. So is that all you've been playing, Chunt, then? Just 3DS? Nothing else?
I tried to get through Rise of the Tomb Raider, but it just didn't grab me. So that's one of the things that I traded in towards my 3DS. Two of the Tomb Raider games in Forza 6, because I've got Forza 3, Forza Horizon 3 on pre-order. So two Tomb Raider games, Forza 6, took off like $100 of the 2DS. So that's quite smashing indeed.
I wonder how much money I'd have if I still did physical copies of things and traded them towards other games. I'm pretty much digital for the last 2 years, and it's you can't take it anywhere. Do you know what I mean? It's just sat in the box. So.
Yeah.
But what have you been playing?
Yeah.
Any video games?
Yeah, I've been playing recently. I went through my old games, which I grabbed behind me. Crystal, the sticker came off, and
Original
this
video
one.
games.
Yeah, original one. So I played, but the thing is,
Alright.
this one's my favorite game. But it's broken in the way that I put it in my Game Boy. You can't save, so you basically just got to run through in one save. So I did a thing where I think I played 30 hours. I slept for 3 or 4. Played for longer, I think about maybe 5 or 6 after, and then it died. So you got to basically power through on the batteries.
Yeah, so
But
if
they
you,
don't last.
Yeah,
So
they
it kind of
can't
breaks your heart. You keep making a new save, and it keeps. You just know you can't keep them,
would you like to know how to
Oh
fix it?
man, that's like loving someone. That's like loving someone
you
with
can
dementia or
fix it,
Alzheimer's
yeah.
or something.
So to fix
Yeah, I
it,
know, and it just forgets now.
go to a store that repairs watches.
Yeah. Okay.
Get them to pry the cartridge in half and replace the battery. You'll be able to see a little what looks like a watch battery in the top corner of it.
Yeah. I see.
That battery is what's stopping you from saving the game.
Oh wow. Okay, sick one. I'm definitely gonna do that then. I had no idea you could fix it. I thought it was just.
I actually had it back way back when Yellow first came out. I actually sent a cartridge back to Nintendo for Pokemon Yellow because it wouldn't let me save the files. And it turns out all they did was replace the battery in it. So that's how you fix your old Game Boy games.
That's insane. Thank you so much for telling me that. I'm gonna do the shit out of that.
Do it.
You have literally
Gerald,
been doing
what have you been
it.
playing?
Rad.
Kira, your turn. She's just nodding at me. Can you still hear me?
Kira,
Yes.
speak.
You
Yes?
can hear me, but you can't talk anymore.
We can't hear you again.
Really?
Oh no, there you go. There you are.
There you go.
Yeah, it's your turn. What have
It's
you
my
been
turn?
playing? Yep.
I've been playing a lot of stuff. A lot of Overwatch still.
Nice.
Which is weird because I don't usually play like storyless games, but this is so much fun. I've been playing it heaps. I think I've clocked in since it came out maybe more than like 150 hours already.
Holy shit.
That's a
Yeah.
devastating time.
I've been playing it a lot. When I'm not playing it, I've been playing either Stardew Valley still because I hate myself. And then this little indie game called Party Hard. I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but it's this really fun game where you're basically going around and trying to kill everyone at the party. And I'll definitely suggest it. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Sounds interesting.
Sounds
Steam?
almost
Like every party in
too topical
Rockhampton.
to the news.
Yeah, I was playing
So
it
wait, like,
after.
Is that one when you're not allowed to get caught? Like, and the cops
Yeah.
start showing up if they see bodies? Yeah, you gotta hide all the bodies. Yeah, it's fucking sick.
Yeah. I was playing it a couple of days after some of the stuff in the US happened, and I was like, oh, this
Too much?
is
You serious?
inappropriate.
As long as there's no gays at the party, it's fine. So.
Yeah, true.
That's a bit too. That's a bit too recent.
That
to
was
touch.
too real? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Lauren, what have you been
Too
playing?
soon.
I've been playing the game called Life. Not to be confused with Hasbro's classic.
It
the board
fucking
game,
sucks,
literally
man. It
called
fucking
Life. Wait, which, the board game or actual life? Because both.
Actual
No,
life game of actual life.
Once again, I'm being an arse and going away from video games, and I've been playing this Boss Monster.
What the fuck?
Explain
Greatest
Boss
card
Monster.
game you'll ever play in your life. Right, I can't explain things, and you know this, but I'll do my best. So, you know how in games,
Focus.
hey, we know games. There's usually a villain, right? Old school games, we've got a villain in a dungeon. What you do is you play as a villain, and you make your dungeon. Yeah, so you get cards played, and then you build your dungeon based on those cards, and then they play heroes into the middle, and whoever has the most of that, they go through their dungeon. You have to kill them and get the most hero souls. Anyway, super great.
Sounds
Aside from
fun.
that, I've just been playing Tetris. Yeah.
Yeah, Lauren's Tetris god.
Kicking it
That's
old
all
school.
Lauren knows how to play these days.
Yeah, Tetris. That's it. That's my thing. Oh,
Very good.
also, look at this. I got
yeah,
my,
I was just about to say, I really hope it's them.
Yeah, my Hatterful boyfriend Kickstarter pigeons. They're all here. The gang's all here, friend. Look, they're wearing
Holy
tiny
shit.
ties. Yeah,
Wow.
holy shit indeed, my friend. Oh, what? Oh,
Wow.
what? Oh, so
You ordered
cute.
literally
Oh
all
my
of them,
gosh.
didn't you?
Oh, no, not all of them. I bloody wish. Jesus.
That's
Yeah.
still
Anyway.
It took a year.
That's my life.
quite a lot of stuffed toys to kickstart, Lauren. That's pretty pretty impressive.
I know. Yeah, it took a year because I had to make them, and that's it. So yeah, that's why I'm single. Anyway,
Unacceptable.
moving on. I collect plush pigeons. Ladies, hello.
Ladies,
Yeah,
come at me. My number is 04 blank blank blank.
But
That's
your
it.
girl, you
Blank,
could have
blank,
went.
Your
blank,
turn.
blank.
What have you been playing?
Oh my god, that's so funny. Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
This
Great.
now.
It is now. I was like, Lauren, will you ever be quiet? No, I'm kidding. What have I been playing?
This is why
That's fine, bro. Fine.
I'm being nice, I promise. I have been playing a lot of Brawls, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, because it's amazing, it's so good, and it's just such a great, little reminder of what me and my brother have basically left inside. The only way that we connect is through this video game called Brawl. That's not emotional right there. I've also played Hitman.
Holy crap. What game was that you're talking about?
What?
What game was that?
Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Oh,
shit,
I thought it was
like
repression.
something like really.
Yeah, emotional repression of the game.
Oh my god! Wow. Repression.
Based on the last 45 minutes, we need to send you for counselling.
Joy? Please.
Yeah.
I already have 5 different therapists. It's fine. Just
I
send
don't
me to
even
one.
need counseling, and I collect stuffed pigeons.
Maybe you don't need 5 different therapists, just one really good one.
I've also just finished Hitman Absolution on PC,
Nice.
which is just so good. I officially am just completely just transfixed. The game was so amazingly well made. It was the graphics were just off the charts brilliant. And it was
really good.
great. It had a great interface and stuff. I've also cannot tell you how refreshing it is. Speaking of therapy, to jump onto GTA 5 and decide to literally throw the living shit out of a whole city. So that actually could be my therapy right there as well.
Okay, good outlets.
Video games have multi-users, yes.
Yeah, I've played a lot of video games. I've played, been playing through Ocarina of Time on 3DS. Been playing a lot of 3DS as well. And
You recommend that, Jamie? You recommend it?
oh, 100%, mate. Did you say you haven't played it since Nintendo 64?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You should have got that instead of Hyrule Warriors. 100%.
Oh, I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice.
With Zelda, is that the one that you would suggest to someone who hasn't played one of those games before? Or would you suggest a different one?
As a Zelda beginner, Ocarina?
Yes.
Yes, without a shadow of a doubt.
Nice.
What else?
The worst one for Zelda is probably Twilight Princess, to be honest. I remember playing that, it was just you wouldn't understand a thing if you didn't play a Zelda game before.
Yeah, I definitely recommend starting with Ocarina to anyone that's not incapable of using a proper video game and needs to play a 2D kind of platformer. But been playing through Omega Ruby as well. I left it off and then just picked it back up again recently, so I'm trying to get through and finish that. I'm trying to finish Halo 5 Guardians. I'm up to level 8 now.
I can help you get through if you need.
I do need. I think I need something. It's fucking dire for a Halo campaign. It's really quite disappointing.
I know,
I played a bit more Overwatch myself. I fell off with it massively. Like I was playing every night. First couple of weeks it was out, and then been busy quite a lot since. So yeah, I've not had much chance to do that. A few rounds of FIFA. Played a bit of Battlefield over the weekend as well, and I bought the Heavy Rain Beyond collection on my PS4. So it's actually been turned on.
I'm so mad that I lost my PS4 in the divorce. Fuck.
Yeah, those two
Rain.
games, literally fantastic games. So playing through them. So yeah, I've picked it up a little bit more. Like, been playing a bit more stuff. I'm happy with life, and I'm happy that there's so many new faces around as well. Chunt has made
so many gorgeous faces.
Nice new logo.
I'm being forced by Chun to do this. No, I'm kidding. I really love Chun, and thank you, Chun, for helping me see this opportunity.
That's right, mate. I'm all about giving people opportunities. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You'll all get to see his new intro card soon as well, which you sent me yesterday. I like it. It's very quick. It's very plain, but it needs to be. It
I'd like
complicated.
to think you'd say you like it in front of everybody, instead of saying, "Hey, everybody, we have a new intro card. It's fucking shit house."
No, it is very good. Well done, mate. And thank you for doing the logo as well. Much cleaner. I like.
Yeah, all good, man. All good.
Round of applause for Chunt.
So yeah, looking out for content coming from new people in the next couple of weeks.
Thanks.
Get things up
I've
and
been doing
start.
it for like a week and a half, probably.
Oh, nice. Very good.
Good.
Yep.
That's what we like. That's what we like to see. What we like to hear. So the increase of people should mean an increase in content, which is what we all want. So let's stick to it and let's do it. And we will return next week, Tuesday or Thursday, people permitting. Hopefully with a team this big as well, to conduct another podcast. So thank you very much for joining me, everybody, and we'll see you then.
Bye.
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 Bye.